guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. If it's your first time here, hello, my name is iluvsarahii, and if you are a returning subscriber, hello guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna be doing my go-to look of, let's say, end of 2019/2020. This is like my favorite look that I do all the time. I have been getting such a huge request on recreating this look for you guys, and when I tell you guys right now that this look is so easy, you're gonna be blown away at literally how easy it is. I wear this to meetings, I wear this going out, I wear this from morning to night. I wear this all the time. It's my favorite look to do. The great thing about this look is that it is long wearing. So me wearing this out in the morning, I can run my errands all day and not have to touch up once, other than maybe my lipstick because I have gloss on, and you guys know when you eat and talk with gloss, it's not a good thing. But everything else is here to stay for the day. That just rhymed. So in today's video, I am so excited to be working with Laura Mercier to talk to you guys all about their new Pure Canvas Primer. They have 5 new primers that came out that are all silicone free and water based, and each primer has a different purpose for every skin type. Whether you're dry, glowy, and need something with SPF, they got everything for you guys. And each primer has skin living ingredients, which is going to be good for your skin immediately and in the long run. I think you guys are really going to like it because you guys know how passionate I am about skincare and prepping the skin, and how important it is to start off with really great skin, because that's going to give you the perfect canvas for your makeup. So if you guys are really into skincare and if you're really into this look, you guys are really going to love today's video. I also recommend you guys following along with me, like get your products out so you guys can recreate this look as I do it, so it makes sense and you can kind of catch on a little better. I find that to work better for me whenever I'm trying to learn a new look or master a certain technique. So just a little tip in case you guys want to join along. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the look. So realistically, when I'm doing my go-to look that I need to last from morning to night, I can do it pretty quick, usually under 45 minutes. And I know that sounds crazy because some of you guys only have 20 minutes, some of you guys have 5 minutes, but I do a bunch of steps that really make the whole look super complete. If you do recreate this and you're like, you know what, it's not a shadow day for me, it's not a lash day for me, I don't want to wear lip liner today or eyeliner, you can skip those out and it will reduce the time. But for the most part, like I said, under 45 minutes, and if I'm going super strong and focused, I can get this done under 30 minutes. So no matter how much time I have in my makeup look, the number one most important thing is the prep of my skin. I cannot stress that enough. Like, prepping the skin is so important. If you guys do not prep the skin,
what are you?
you have to prep your skin. It is so important. If you really want your makeup to last all day and look smooth and flawless, it is so important to prep the skin. So the number one step we're gonna go in with is my moisturizer, and I'm gonna use my double cream from Hendriksen. This is one of my go-to moisturizers on the daily almost. I just love the way this makes my skin feel and look. As you guys know, I am on the drier side. I've always had really dry skin, and I drink like a gallon of water a day. So I really look for products that are creamier and super hydrating. And then as always, I just roll whatever I have left onto my hands because my hands are also dry as well. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Lotus Youth Preserve Eye Cream from Fresh. And I'm just gonna be applying this underneath of my eyes and a little bit on the side. I can't stress it enough how important it is to apply eye cream underneath of your eye daily. It does overall help out with this area right here, dryness, fine lines, texture. It creates a little barrier further and makes everything just kind of stay on top of the eye cream versus settling into your fine lines. So I highly recommend getting a nice hydrating eye cream. I really love this one. I've been trying it out lately and I really love how it feels and looks. By the way, guys, I am not left-handed. I just have a broken nail right now, and I'm not about to embarrass myself. I can't do this. I just can't do it to myself. So the next step is one that is super important to me, and I highly recommend never skipping this if you're somebody who wants to extend the wear in the makeup, really treat certain areas, whether you're looking to blur your skin, make your pores appear a little smaller, illuminate the skin, hydrate it, whatever it is, and that is gonna be your primer. So I'm gonna go in today with the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer in the hydrating formula. So the reason I said hydrating primer is because there are 5 different formulas in this primer, and each of them target a different skin concern. So because I'm on the drier side, I prefer to have a more hydrating primer. So all of the primers are silicone free, water based, and are all made with skin living ingredients. And because each of them are different, they're all gonna have a different type of skincare product in there. So the hydrating one in particular, and I have my notes right here written down for you guys so I can tell you exactly what it has. This one is packed with olive extract, which smooths the look of skin while locking in hydration. Marine Hydra Botanicals, which is going to nurture the skin, promote long-term moisture recovery. And then there's glycerin, and glycerin is an ingredient that I actually really love, especially in my setting sprays, because that attracts moisture to the skin so it feels comfortable all day and delivers immediate and long-term benefit with it. So that's a little bit about what's inside of this. I'm gonna be adding about that much onto my skin. So I'm gonna be adding this right in my T-zone area and then also on my skin. You can immediately feel that it is super, super rich in moisture, but it's also really lightweight. Like, it's hard to explain because it doesn't feel heavy at all. And playing with this the last few weeks, I've come to realize that even after I put it on, you can feel the moisture going in, but once it settles into the skin, it feels so lightweight, feels very breathable and very comfortable. So I've tested this out with my simple and really dramatic looks, and it definitely extends the wear in the makeup. You could definitely see a difference in how your skin looks throughout the day with it. So what's nice about these primers is that they play more of a role than just a typical primer. It also gives you a little bit of skincare, gives you the protective barrier that you need on your skin, and then it's also going to extend the wear of the makeup, make it look nice and flawless all day long. You can honestly just throw concealer over this if you want and call it a day. No highlighter needed or anything. All right, so moving on into my eye makeup look. So when I do these go-to makeup looks, they're usually pretty simple. 2 shadows required, a light lash, and that is pretty much it. I'm not someone who likes to do any kind of cutting or glitter or this or that. Just 2 eyeshadows is all I need. So I'm just adding a little bit of a base onto the eyelid. So for my eyes, I'm gonna go in with a very simple palette. It's from Fenty, and it is the True Neutrals palette. Perfect palette for these kind of looks. So I'm gonna mix pretty much these 2 right here. Very, very simple and very soft. So starting off with the shadow inside of the palette, I'm gonna add this right into my crease area and then just start blending out. I went with this palette because it is such a great everyday eyeshadow palette to play with. You have your neutrals, you have a couple of shimmers in there, and a little bronze if you want to do a little bit more of a bronzy look. But overall, such a great palette to work with. I started working on this side now, just doing the same steps. A little vuelta right in the crease. And the higher that I blend, the better the shadow looks. Just looks more everyday wearable. So moving on to the lid, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the light shade in the palette. I realized earlier that I pointed at the metallic one. I don't know why I did that. I meant to point at the matte one. So I'm packing this onto my eyelid, and towards at the end, because I want it to fade into the shadow, I just start to kind of flick. You see? It just kind of created like a blend for us. It's so easy. Like, how easy was that? It's easy. And I'm just gonna go right over everything to just lightly tone it down, make it a little bit more, see? Just made it a little softer. So next I'm gonna go in with my Haus Laboratories eyeliner in the shade Whiskey. It's not brown, it's not cafecito, it's whiskey. It's pretty dark. So I like this more for a daytime look. I feel like it's not so harsh on my eyes, but it does still give me the pop and definition that I need. And I love how easy it is to apply it on. Look at the difference in eyeliner, no eyeliner. It's a must. So for mascara, I'm gonna go in with the Buxom Extrovert mascara. So next I'm gonna pop on a really light eyelash. It's from Lily and it is called Opulence. And this is really nice because it just is like a very wispy, soft, everyday kind of lash. You guys can see I have pretty full lashes. I can wear it on its own like this if I want to. But for these kind of go-to looks, because everything is gonna be very soft and blown out, I just want a little lash, a pop of a lash, just kind of, you know, just to give me a little bit more of a pop. Like I said, I know I don't have to wear them, but I like to wear them, especially for looks like this. So there we have it for the eyes, and now we're gonna move back into my skin. So primer is nice and settled in, feels great, it's supple, it's ready for makeup. I figured with the Laura Mercier primer, it'd be best to pair it with Laura Mercier products. So I'm gonna use today the Flawless Fusion Ultra-Longwear Foundation in 3W2 Golden, along with the Flawless Fusion Ultra-Wear Longwear Concealer. I'm gonna add just a few pumps to the back of my hand. I'm gonna do like a pretty light amount first and then build it up. So this is a 15-hour wear foundation that is a medium to full coverage finish, and it leaves you with a pretty matte finish as well. I don't think it's gonna be too matte though, just because we have a ton of the primer on, and I'm gonna be also working with the concealer over this. So that's why I'm doing like a really light amount just to even everything out. Other than it being long wearing, something else else very important to know about this foundation is sweat, humidity, transfer, and water resistant. So moving on now to some concealer, and as I mentioned, we're going to use the Flawless Fusion Concealer. I love using this especially on my no makeup and makeup looks. If you guys have ever seen my videos where I do like a beach look or some really simple makeup looks where I just kind of spot conceal, this is definitely the concealer to try out. It's a medium to full coverage concealer that is really nice and buildable, and I'm also using the shade 2W, which has a little bit of warmth in there, but I like this one because it truly brightens and corrects and conceals. I'm gonna go ahead and pounce my beauty blender over product and into place. I'm gonna focus on the under eyes first. Look how nice that looks. Something else to know about this concealer is that it blurs, hydrates, and is a crease resistant concealer. So it's gonna lock down for a good 12 hours. So next I'm gonna touch my skin with a little bit of bronzer, and I like to do this before I go in with any kind of setting, just because my skin's a little wet at the moment, so it's gonna pick up everything really nicely. So I'm going in with this jumbo fan brush. It's just still one of my favorites to apply bronzer with. It's just kind of always dirty, so I never really use it on camera. So I like using this brush because it really targets the larger areas and is obviously a lot faster. I feel like I have to do less work when I use this brush. So I like to hit the back of my cheekbones, and it gives me like a perfect sun-kissed look. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier Peach blush. Blush is an absolute must for these kind of makeup looks. It's gonna make everything just pop, and it's gonna really brighten up the look as well. I love this because it's a really wearable peach color. Immediately, just like brighten up the look. And something nice about this one too is that it's also illuminating, so it gives you a little bit of a glow. And I know right now it may look like I have a lot on, but once I do the setting powder and the lip, you're gonna be like, you can probably put some more on. That's how bomb it looks. So next I'm gonna go in with some baking powder and do a little baking underneath of my eyes and all over the skin. And I'm also gonna go in with the powder puff. I ordered a fresh one before this video so I could be ready and prepared for the ultimate setting. And I'm pretty much just doing this everywhere that I just really want to set. I don't think this is going to leave my life anytime soon. I'm going to go ahead and start buffing out the translucent powder. And the way I like to do it is just kind of to buff but then press into the skin. It gives you like a nice soft box over the skin where it's going to look nice and airbrushed. The last thing I'm going to do on my skin is add a little bit of a face glow. So I'm going to use today the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. I'm going to be mixing the top two shades together. And I'm gonna start off by just kind of adding this onto my nose. I always love the way a nice nose highlight looks. And then from there, I'm just gonna add a little bit onto the high point of my cheekbones. We're almost done with this makeup look. We just have lips and to finish off my under eyes. This one has been in so many of my videos, but it's still one of my favorites. So I like this for an everyday liner because it has a little bit of a red undertone. So it's not gonna be such a dark, dull brown eyeliner. It kind of gives a nice finish to the eyes. And lastly, for the under eyes, I just like to use the same transition color that I used on my crease to finish off the lower lash line. It overall just completes the under eyes, makes them look a little bigger as well. But again, it's just so soft because it is brown and it's not too bold. So lastly, we're gonna go in with my lip colors, and this is one that changes quite often. But at the moment, I'm gonna share with you guys one that I'm currently wearing and love so much. So I'm gonna start off with my go-to lip liner, which is Sweet Tea. And this one to me is like the perfect brown for anybody. It's so gorgeous. And then for my lip color, I am just absolutely in love with the KKW X Mario lipstick, and he's a mixer. I can't stress enough how amazing this lip color is, and every time I wear it, I get so many compliments. So this is literally what I have been wearing almost every single day. And lastly, I'm gonna go in with some lip gloss. So you can use any nude or clear color, even a peach undertone is really nice. Just anything that's gonna give you that shine to the lip. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. A big shout out to Laura Mercier for working with me, and of course you guys for watching it and being here and following along if you guys did. If you guys enjoyed it, again, please be sure to thumbs up, leave a nice little comment, and let me know what you guys think about the looks and the products. That's pretty much it, guys. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.